Hello. Hey, it's day 15. Can't believe it. This is life spelled out. And we are talking about life. Hey. I can't believe it. It's been 15 days. We've talked about a lot of different things. And the funny thing is, I haven't run out of things to talk about. So, this is day 15, and we are talking about life. My name is Sean, and this is Life Spelled Out. Hey, it's about to be my birthday. Yeah, man, November 30th, I'll be turning a big 4-9. And to celebrate my birthday, I've decided to shed some light on some things that we go through in life, particularly for those of us who experience depression at some point in time. I just kind of wanted to bring awareness to it. I wanted to share my personal life's truths about it. And I just wanted to celebrate my birthday this way. I'm doing a countdown for the 30 days leading to my birthday, and today is day 15. So we are halfway there. And speaking of halfway, just when you thought you saw me, you thought you saw me, you didn't. You completely didn't. But for a moment there, you probably saw a little bit of me. You heard me. We talked about what we were about to do. We talked about the excitement and waiting on this particular day, day 15. But somehow or another, you don't see me. So that's kind of what I want to talk about. I want to talk about life today. What we do every night is we take the word life and we make a new acronym with the word life. And then we use that as a topic to talk a little bit about that particular topic. So tonight we're spelling out life. And as you know, the letter L is always the same, which is living. And that is because whether we are at our best or not, whether it is well with our soul or not, we have to keep on living. So the first letter, L, is living. The letter I for today is for invisible. The letter F is family. And the letter E is events. So tonight we're talking about living when you go invisible for family events. Now, y'all know we're not invisible for real. But have you ever heard the saying, oh, she shot me a ghost, he shot me a ghost, he went ghost, I go ghost? That just simply means sometimes people are planning things or expecting for you to show up at a special event, or maybe just a house gathering or a holiday or something like that, and you go ghost on them. That means you don't show up. You talk about it like we did a few minutes ago. We plan it. You think you're going to see them, but you don't. So I want to talk about that because as we think about it, you all, we are 1 week away from celebrating Thanksgiving. So this is the time where you may not have seen your relatives in a while, but this is the time where you're going to see them. And for some, you haven't seen them since this time last year. And so for some people with depression, that's going to be a little trigger. It may be a trigger for depression, but it also may be for a person that doesn't suffer with depression. It may be a trigger for you just for your finances because you're getting ready to spend money that you know you don't have for this holiday. So I want to talk about that tonight. What do you do when you're living invisible for some of these family events that's getting ready to take place? I know that for some people, it's awkward because believe it or not, there are some families that at some point, for some reason, they kind of disconnected. And not that they weren't speaking necessarily, but, have you ever been in a situation where, you know, you get with your family and the only thing that they can talk about is what happened when you were 12, but you're 49, 50. Some of us are even 60. And they're still talking about some things that happened when you were 12, whether good or bad. It's like, hello, hey, hey, I've lived for a whole lot of years past 12. Can we talk about something up to date on what I'm doing? Because let me tell you what I'm doing now. So for some people, they're going to be invisible on Thanksgiving Day. And if they're not going to be invisible on Thanksgiving Day, for some people, they're going to wish that they were. So I want to talk about that. One of the reasons that people do that is we lose contact. We get so busy in our own lives that we don't stay connected to other family members. Therefore, to be real with you, we don't know them. We don't know each other. I just know what you did when you were a little boy. You know what I did when I was a little girl. But we're so-called family. Imagine me doing my fingers like putting it in quotes. We're so-called family. So for some people, Thursday is going to be a little rough. For some people, it's going to be hard. Now, this I've actually experienced before. It's going to be hard because, you know, the last time you saw everybody, you were saying that you're going to work on your diet and eat well. And you may even make proclamations of, you know, how your new eating habits and how your new body is going to look. And here we go a year later, and you look the same or maybe even larger. So you don't really want to go be around everybody because of the weight. Some people don't want to go because they feel like they don't measure up. It's possible that everybody else, have really good jobs and they're making really good money and they have really nice things, and you still in your same little one-bedroom apartment on the third floor. And it's not like a comical situation necessarily, because for some people that's important to them, money and wealth and success. So you may feel like you don't measure up. For some people, to be honest with you, they just might not like their family. It's like, I wish we could pick our families because I would have picked another one. Believe it or not, even though, we all love each other, I think that there are probably some people who feel like that. For some people, it's not any of those situations. It's just you're going to have some anxiety because you're going to be around people who are too loud. You're going to be around just a lot of people, and maybe that kind of makes you feel some kind of way to be around so many people with so much going on at the same time. For some people, it's a financial thing. You're going to, like we spoke of a few minutes ago, you're going to spend money that you don't have. I kid you not, for so many years, for Thanksgiving, Christmas, or just family outings, me and both my girls had brand new outfits. Oh yeah, we hit up Walmart, we hit up Ross, and we were dressed to the nines because it made me feel better. It made me feel good. It helped me to measure up, so called, I guess. I don't know what the reasoning is. I wish I could tell you. Um, in the words of my mama, no, y'all just like spending money. I don't really know what the reason was, but I do know we did it. I don't do it anymore, but we sure did. We had new outfits, new shoes, the whole nine, and we were going to get our hair done. We spent a heck of a lot of money for show. And then, of course, you have to buy all the food and the fixings. Depending on how far you're going, you're going to have to spend money on gas, spend money on a hotel, and, it just kind of goes on and on. So for a lot of people, even though the holidays should be an exciting time and we should look forward to that time, a lot of people in your family may be just like I am right now, not seen. They may not show up. Or if they do show up, there was a blues song years and years ago. Don't know who sang it, sorry. But it said, your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. So for some people, they may not be invisible to the eye. You may be able to see them, but that's just it. You can see them. They're really not there, really don't want to be there. And, it's just, for some people, it's like I said, as exciting as this time should be for us, there are some people who have some reservations. So let's talk about that. If you are any of those that I just mentioned, how in the world can you handle your upcoming family event? Number one, choose to be happy. So if it makes you happy to not go to the family gathering, make some new traditions, go to a friend's, go to work, then do it. Choose to be happy. And whatever makes you happy in regards to that family event, I believe that's what you should do. Why? Because of number two, because you want to be regret free. This time next year, this time 6 months from now, this time 3 months from now, you don't want any regrets that you did or did not go to the family event, the family gathering for Thanksgiving. And number three, how else can you handle the family events? Choose your option based on how you can be well. If it is literally going to make you sick and your anxiety is going to get out of control, choose to be well, choose to be happy, and also choose to be well. So if it's too much on you, stay at home. Your family will understand. And you can choose how you want to communicate that to them. If you want to open up and tell them the truth, hey, I'm being honest with you. I just don't feel like being around a lot of people right now. Like, I just don't. Then that's what you do. Now be careful, because one of the things that depression does is it gives you this whole social denial kind of situation where you don't want to go out at all. And, this time of year, people do get depressed. So be careful that you're not going to, that you don't slip into that type of depression where you just don't go anywhere or anything like that. But don't force yourself. Don't force yourself. Don't force yourself. Don't force yourself. Three things as we're dealing with family events: choose to be happy, choose to be well, and choose to be regret free. No matter your weight, no matter if you feel like you measure up or if you don't, no matter if you like them or you don't, you have to choose at the end of the day, because you will have to be the one that deal with the consequences. One of the things that I tell my kids, and I told them both on their 18th birthday, this quote here: it's a great thing to be an adult and be grown, because you get to choose and do whatever it is that you want to do. But at the same time, being grown and making your own choices also mean that you also have to deal with the consequences. So choose wisely. And more than anything, know that family is important. The love of family is important. And think of those things as you're making your final decision on attending or not attending the family events for Thanksgiving. Are you going to be invisible or no? It's up to you. All right, that's day 15. We're just talking about Thanksgiving and getting prepared for Thanksgiving and how we live being invisible sometimes at these family events. So I hope this was an enjoyable discussion for you, give you something to think about, something to talk about with your other family members as well. And whatever it is that you choose to do, I hope that you choose to be happy, choose to be well, and choose to be regret free. Have a great night. I will see you, and I really will see you tomorrow, and you really will see me tomorrow for day 16.